And I
Yeah.
see people's questions all the time. It's like, first time user, capture, what is the capture app? And I was that same person. I mean, I think I had you on standby. Lisa, I got a photo shoot tomorrow. You better be ready, because I'm going to call you anytime something pops up, because it's new. Anytime something's new, there's always that nervousness of something's going wrong in our industry. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. It always does.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think once I got over that and started trusting the system and kind of going from there, it was perfect. We didn't have to use camera cards.
So with our old system and using QR codes, and I'm not knocking QR codes, but using QR codes, great, you got a QR code, but what if you made a mistake? That QR code might not be that student.
Or you have two, that happened to us, there was 2 Nathaniel Garcias.
Yeah.
And you pulled the wrong Nathaniel Garcia.
Yeah, so I mean, errors are there. But with the facial recognition, it's like, haha, I got a picture of you.
That was probably the hardest part, was making sure that what you got from the parents was correct. And if you didn't read it right, or they didn't fill it in, obviously there's always forms that, they get first name and that's it, or last name and that's all you get. And they don't put the jersey number in, so you have no idea how to reference them. So Capture App saves all of that mess.
We've always done schools with forms, and PhotoDay came along and saved our life. And I'm just going to be honest, part of it is we didn't have enough forms that year. We literally ran out for that school, and I remember talking to you and being like, I am fouled, what's the solution? And so we just got thrown into the Capture App and how to do that with schools right away, and it was a blessing.
When we made Capture, we didn't think that there would be COVID, right? And there wouldn't be a need for you to have to capture in a drive-by scenario, but it's crazy how the tool was able to be adapted to work for that purpose.
No, absolutely. It works great. The great thing about it is that once you have that data and the images, you have it, and those images are great for that whole school year. So now I don't have to check the kids that I checked in for fall. I don't have to check in again in the spring. I can surpass them, so it's going to help expedite that flow on Picture Day even more.
We depend heavily on FaceFind to be able to tell us who this child is. And the only way we can do that is by using the Capture App before the event, in order for the system to say, oh, we recognize that face. That face is Gabrielle. And, it's so precise.
You're having infants, toddlers, 3 years old, 4-year-old, and they're all clumped together. And I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I just added, the 12 class pictures up to a pre-existing spring gallery, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let's see if it captures all of them. And it was amazing. I mean, there might have been 1 or 2, but I'm like, wow, that was impressive that it could take a class photo and try to find kids.
And those 1 or 2 are usually operator error. You totally took a picture of a baby's foot.
Then obviously on the day of photos, you just pick out, you've uploaded your list to your gallery, and now you're taking the reference images in the Capture App, and it's so slick that parents are like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, it's just a reference image. And they're like, what does that do? And so I explained to them, and they're like, that's amazing. And, I'm like, yeah, it is really amazing.
Oh my gosh, look how fast all these are matching. It's pretty cool.
Incredible. It's incredible. And it gets twins right all the time. I can't believe we have a couple identical twins that I've been taking photos of for years, and I barely can tell them apart. One of them has a little bit different eye color, and there's little nuances, but holy cow, FaceFind actually catches that a lot.
It's worked with identical twins that I couldn't tell them apart. So when we photograph, I always make sure we do something in between.
Yeah.
So I know which twin is which twin, and it captured them correctly.
99, if not 100% of these captures match identical. And you would think that because of the lighting with so many different varieties that you would have issues, and we didn't. It just worked flawlessly this year.
Next.
Let me see your smile.
Perfect.
Good job.
All right, next.
Smile.
Got the reference photo, thank you.
One smile. Turn to the side. There we go. Look at me. Stand right there on the edge.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Rainer.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Wherever you are.
Somewhere.
We
in
don't
the
know
world.
yet because this is pre-recorded.
It is. Well, you're probably wondering, what is today for? Well, it is about capture.
Yes, our awesome Capture app and PhotoDay as a school solution.
We're pretty stoked to let you guys know and fill you in on what we've been working on the last few months and what you can expect in the very, very near future.
But first, we want to talk about the history of how it all started.
The history of capture.
Like, where did this Capture app idea come from? What is Capture?
I don't know. I don't even know who named the feature, the app Capture. Do you?
I think it was you, wasn't it you?
I probably
Wasn't
did.
it you? You said, hey guys,
Yeah.
we have this Capture app now.
Yeah.
What can we do with this?
Yeah, so the history is that Lisa didn't even know that I had this idea about how we could take or get rid of the barcode scanners, really get rid of all of the things that tether you to your computer when you're capturing data during picture day.
Yes, and since FaceFind is such a powerful, unique, and amazing tool, Capture implements FaceFind.
It does. So we know that most photographers have one of these. It's a phone. Whether it's an iPhone or an Android phone, you can have either or
A tablet.
or a tablet.
Could be a tablet.
Whether it's an iPad or an Android device.
Yes, no Fire Amazon Fire tablets, right? No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, let's stay away from those.
Yes, and it has to have a great camera because of,
The reference photo.
yes, the reference photos.
I feel like Lisa's leading me into telling you what capture is.
I'm an alpha, I can't help it.
So quick story. Really wanted to use today's technology a la your mobile device in order to capture subject data. And because most of everybody has this, we wanted to build an app where you can take that subject data right from your mobile device. So during picture day, we allow you to upload your CSV subject data file, and that goes right into the Capture app.
Yes, and from there you can, I think one of the greatest things about it is that it's truly dynamic. So they can change, add additional data, or change the data that's already been uploaded on the fly in the app.
Yeah.
And that just gives you so many more possibilities on how you can use it.
Yeah, and I think the best thing about Capture is it allows you as a photographer to do what you do best. Take great, amazing photographs and have the flexibility to take multiple poses, group shots, class shots, buddy shots, and just go wild taking photos during picture day.
And if you can imagine this, imagine the QR code or barcode, right? We'll just get rid of that and replace it with a face.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Face Find, it's magical. And you're gonna hear that a lot. It's magical.
It's very magical.
Yeah. So
it does an amazing job.
You know, when we first started, let me take you back a little bit. When we first started, Lisa and I shadowed a few photographers during picture day, and lo and behold, there were these paper order forms. And these paper order forms, I couldn't believe it because they were around 30, 40 years ago, probably even longer.
Even longer than that.
Yep, and today they're still being used. And obviously we live in a very interesting world in the last few months and years where—
Yes, becoming more and more contactless.
Yeah.
Or my favorite word is frictionless.
Like that, yep.
Yeah.
So we wanted the whole workflow to be much more seamless and not rely on paper.
Yes, because paper is static. It's not dynamic. You can't change it once it's there.
Nope.
So, but by bringing it all online, you have all these different things. You have the flexibility. By using Face Find, you don't have to rescan or write image numbers down over and over and over again, because it's gonna identify that kid is that face, and it's gonna marry all the photos together for that kid.
You could do a lot of amazing things with Capture. So, we want to show you a quick workflow video on how you could use Capture.
Yes, exciting stuff.
Take it away.
Imagine it's picture day, and you've got hundreds of delightful, charismatic, rambunctious little angels to photograph. Meet Alexa. She's a volume photographer and an extremely busy one at that. Alexa photographs a lot of kids from different schools and sports leagues. But with all of these kids comes the tedious task of dealing with paper order forms and matching thousands of images with their data. But imagine if you didn't have to be tethered, and all you needed was your mobile device. Luckily, PhotoDay created the Capture app. Capture gets rid of the traditional image matching methods and instead uses Face Find to do all the matching behind the scenes to give you more time to just take photos.
Wait, so I don't have to do any data matching?
It works like this. First, you'll upload the subject data to PhotoDay. Don't worry if you don't have everyone's name on the list in advance. You can always add them in later in the Capture app. PhotoDay then assigns each subject a unique access code, which they'll later use to view their photos. At this point, you can set the status of these galleries to advance pay to drive sales even before picture day.
Advance pay? How does that work?
Glad you asked. Advance pay allows you to have your customers make a purchase even before their kids' photos are taken.
Wait, even before they see their photos?
That's right. With advance pay, you can create discount offers or give them free shipping to give them even more incentive to purchase now.
Wow.
Now that it's picture day, it's time to take some photos. As the photographer, make sure you have the Capture app downloaded on your mobile device.
What if I have more than one photographer?
Wow, you got a big shoot, huh? Not a problem. Each photographer can use Capture on their own device, making the entire picture day experience even more efficient. On picture day, all you have to do is fire up the Capture app, tap on the subject's name, and snap a reference photo to check them in. And that's it. You don't even need an internet connection.
Wait, I don't have to use QR codes or barcodes?
You don't need them.
What about image numbers?
Don't need those either.
What about paper order forms? Huh.
Now that you've captured the reference photos, feel free to take multiple photos, buddy shots, group shots, all without worrying about who's who, so you can focus more on taking great photos.
Wait. Isn't matching all of these going to be a pain?
Not at all. When you upload all your picture day photos to the job, PhotoDay's Face Find technology works in the background, using the reference photo to match the right face with the right photos and data. Just like that.
Okay, what if they're not looking straight at the camera?
Face Find is so magical, it'll find subjects looking in all sorts of directions.
What if they're wearing sunglasses?
Face Find will find it.
What if they're wearing face masks?
Face Find will find it.
What about twins?
Yep. It's magical. Now you're ready to publish. It's time to promote your galleries using flyers you can create in PhotoDay. Each flyer contains a unique access code that allows customers to see their photos that include their kid. Once your customers access the gallery and choose which photos and products they want, all you have to do is sit back and wait for the sales to roll in. PhotoDay makes the whole Picture Day process easy, so Alexa can go back to being your personal assistant.
Just kidding. Sign me up.
All right, so let's talk about what's new with Capture. Capture 2.0. For those of you who have already been using the Capture app, you're gonna love these new features.
There's a 2.0.
Wait, was I supposed to say that?
What? I didn't. There was a 2.0?
Capture 2.0.
Yeah, so 2.0, 2.0 actually comes out today. And there is a lot of cool new features with it. Lisa, do you want to name a feature?
Oh, one of my favorites, stackable filtering.
All right.
Because you can narrow down the data set to find which class or which group of subjects is coming to you next.
So the cool thing about stackable filters in a scenario where you're going in a picture day with multiple photographers, each photographer can actually narrow down that list to the group that they're shooting for picture day.
Yes, so you can find if you got 2,000 subjects coming to you over the next couple days, which is a lot, but there's some really large schools out there. You need to get to that group quickly.
Yep.
So you can snap their reference photos and be done.
So speaking of reference photos, we've gotten feedback over the last few months that can we make or see those reference photos a little bit larger? So with 2.0, you'll be able to see a full screen view of the reference photo in the event that you want to check to make sure that the reference photo looks good.
Yes, on the fly.
On the fly.
You don't have to wait until you get back to the desktop.
Not at all. So the other thing is we know, especially for our first-time users going out to schools and using Capture, that you may need a little help, and we wanted to give you a faster way of reaching out to PhotoDay.
Direct access to our bubble in Capture 2.0. So you have
Wait. The Bubble Girls?
The Bubble Girls
are inside
our
Capture.
amazing customer success team is inside the Capture app. But there's an important note that we should talk about here. For anyone who's new to PhotoDay Capture, it doesn't necessarily need Wi-Fi or the internet to work.
Nope.
It can work offline. So if you are not connected, you don't get the Bubble Girls. But if you're connected,
then you will have access to our wonderful, amazing, brilliant support team.
Yes, amazing. Success team. They are more than support.
And if this is your first time using PhotoDay and you're not and this is a plug. if you're using PhotoDay and you haven't joined our users group, you should totally check it out because those same Bubble Girls are inside our users group.
Yes, the PhotoDay users group. Find it and check it out, but make sure you sign up first before you ask to join the group because it is specific for PhotoDay users.
Well, everybody out there that's watching that's not a PhotoDay user, after watching this, will be a PhotoDay user.
Well, we would hope so because it's pretty rad.
I think they will be.
And we would love to have you part of our family.
Well, you want to name a, yes, we would, absolutely. Lisa, another feature?
Oh, what else do we got?
Okay, so, hold on. There's quite a few, so I actually did take notes, okay? Here we go. So, if you're in Picture Day.
Give me a hint. Let me guess.
Pre-fill.
Oh, yes, this is a big one. So many of you guys requested this feature. Okay, I won't spoil it. I wanted to know what it was before you said something.
Lisa, you already started. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. So you guys have had requested this for a while, but the ability when you start and you add a new record to capture, and like let's just say you add a new person and they're on a team that already exists, like the Red Sox, and they're already in your data. And you can start typing and it appears pre-filled data based on your existing data.
I feel like Brian or DJ is going to add something right here when I do this. Like the data is just going to appear.
Or they're just going to leave you hanging and you're going to look ridiculous for this part.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good. All right, let's see. There's a... there's another one. We won't spoil all the features, but here's another one. Yes, you may have a lot of galleries or jobs during picture day, and you want to get to the one during the picture day you're shooting for. Well, you can now search for the gallery inside Capture.
Yes, and I know a few users that are going to be really happy with that request.
Yeah, may not sound like a big deal or a big feature.
But when you put all your jobs in PhotoDay, there's a lot of jobs, and we want to make it easy for you to access those jobs.
Yep, so those are some of the features that are coming out. That is out right now for Capture 2.0. Oh yeah, also we did refresh the brand to match all of the beautiful branding.
Yes, the icon looks different.
Just a little bit, but it looks great.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
What is next, Rainer?
No, hold on, Lisa.
I'm not allowed to spoil things. That's Rainer's job, apparently.
All right, so, Lisa, I will give you permission to spoil the first thing.
Well, the first thing's kind of already been spoiled by our engineering team.
Thanks, engineering team.
Then posted in the users group.
Whoops.
Which is PhotoDay Knockouts.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, what is Knockouts?
What is Knockouts? So, if you've ever uploaded anything in a PhotoDay that has a background, whether it's a green screen, gray screen, white screen, I think we call those elastolites, right?
Elastolites, yeah, that's on white.
Elastolites?
Elastolites.
Oh, sorry.
I think so.
Well, or a muslin background.
Yeah, like a gray muslin, classic.
You can now remove those backgrounds with our knockout feature.
Yes, and you only have to upload your photos to the gallery once. One time, and then tell PhotoDay to knock it out.
That's it.
And when is that feature coming?
That feature is coming in the next few weeks.
But we're not going to commit to an exact date.
I'm kidding. It'll be ready by the time the school semester starts.
Which is the first week of August for Florida.
There it is.
So
Lisa, yet again, has leaked another feature, this time a release date of Knockouts.
So now that that is on camera, we have to do it.
All right, done. It's done.
All right, it's done.
Yeah.
All right. But there's something else.
There is something
else. Because
else.
PhotoDay, as a school solution, it needed a few key features.
Yes.
To make school photographers' lives truly easier.
Yes, we will create kids for you automatically.
That you can sell to.
That you can sell to. That's crazy, huh?
And you can earn crypto.
PhotoDay coin.
So, for serious.
It's coming. All right, in all seriousness, we are releasing a cool new feature called retouching.
Yes, retouching is going to be amazing. And I really love this feature because it's not just for schools anymore.
It isn't. So obviously with PhotoDay, we wanted to make our platform as flexible as possible. So it doesn't matter if you're doing schools or sports leagues or dance, you name it, we want it on PhotoDay.
Yes, and it's easy and convenient, removing all of those steps with all of our great technology.
It is. So rather than talk about it, here is a sneak peek. that is our event today. We hope you captured all of it.
This in particular. Thank you so much for using PhotoDay, considering PhotoDay, being one of our PhotoDay lab partners.
Thank you to everyone.
Yes, thank you guys.
Right after this, stay tuned. We've got a live...
live Q&A. You can ask us all the questions.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Peace.
This is full of surprises today. I don't even know what's going on.
John's like, all right, keep it going. Yeah!